as well as providing them with skill and opportunity to excel. Leave him alone.
These are not isolated events. Everything happening is happening for a reason. When the president went to Benue State, we saw some angry youth tearing down APC flag. In Kano State, I brought you a video where angry youth were bringing down Bola Ahmed Tinubu campaign billboard. Now in Kaduna State, they are bringing down a signpost of the president. In Delta State, they did the same thing. Understand that Benue, Kaduna and Delta State are all APC states. Delta State just became an APC state when the governor and members of his cabinet decamped to the APC. And ever since then, Okowa has been trying everything possible to bring the people to accept APC, but they are not taking it. So one would have expected that all these states that are APC states would have given the president a rosy and massive welcome whenever he visits them. But the president is not getting that warm and good reception from the people. They are treating him with so much disdain. I mean, the president has even admitted that Nigerians hate him as hair. I remember when Bola Ahmed Tinubu visited Lagos State when he was newly sworn in and he passed through the market and the people yell at him, "Emi power, we are hungry." This is how they react to the president because this is what he has turned them into. The fortunate thing is that the president is aware that Nigerians do not like him. The president is aware that he's detested by Nigerians. Of course, he said it in Benue State yesterday that Nigerians hate him like hair, but he doesn't care. He's still the president. That was what he said. Now, the purpose of this video is to tell you something. Before now, we've had wave of defections across the country. You have governors, House of Assembly members, National Assembly members, House of Rep members from different political parties defecting to the APC. And there was a cry that Tinubu want to make Nigeria to become a one-party state. And because of all of this defection, there was this saying that nobody is going to defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. That Bola Ahmed Tinubu is undefeated in 2027. But the truth of the matter is all of those defections are just mere distractions. They are not in their meaningless. It is just the presidency trying to play on the psyche of Nigerians to make it feel like he's more widely accepted in Nigeria. But the reality is on ground. The reality was what we saw in Benue State yesterday when the people protested against him. The reality is what you are seeing in Kano State when they are tearing down the poster of the president. The reality is what you saw in Delta State. And I have a very big question to ask. Why is the poster of the president standing tall in 2025 when election is in 2027? Why are they campaigning for the president in 2025? This is against INEC electoral guideline. There is an official time for campaign to start. Any campaign done outside of INEC electoral guideline is an offense to the electoral law. But of course, Tinubu is the president and he is free to do whatever he deems fit to do. You can all say that these are loyalists of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but they are doing all of this because they know that the law will not catch up with them. Why exactly are they erecting billboard for the president? Why are they starting campaign so early for the president? The truth is that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is very scared. He is not sure of his re-election. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is aware of how he came into power. He knew the abracadabra, the manipulation that happened during the 2023 general election that brought him to power. But there's one thing that is certain. That same abracadabra and manipulation that was done in 2023 will not occur again in 2027. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not done well. He has not lived up to the billings and expectations of Nigerians. Bola Tinubu has nothing to campaign to Nigerians. There is nothing that he's going to tell them that, okay, this is what I have done, vote for me again. Is it in times of insecurity? Insecurity is worse under Bola Tinubu administration. Is it in times of poverty? Our poverty line has skyrocketed. Is it in times of the purchasing power of the people? Bola Tinubu administration has greatly reduced the purchasing power of the people. Suffering, pain, poverty is on the rise in Nigeria. Many people cannot afford 1 square meal any longer in Nigeria. The number of out-of-school children has skyrocketed. Our national debt has increased. Bola Tinubu, as a president in 2 years, has borrowed more money than Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, President Muhammadu Buhari, Yar'Adua combined. So it has been a disastrous 2 years for Nigerians and for the president. There is nothing for him to hold on to. There is nothing that he is going to use to campaign in the next election. So all of this campaign billboard of the president you are seeing, all of this defection, are just a way to work on the psyche of Nigerians, because Bola Tinubu is not coming back in 2027. You can take that to the bank. Nigerians will not vote for Bola Tinubu. They will reject him. Like I've always said in my video, the people that will determine the fate of Bola Tinubu are not the governors. They are not the National Assembly members. They are not the House of Assembly members. The ordinary Nigerians on the street whom Bola Tinubu has neglected, the Nigerians that have been exposed to insecurity, the ordinary Nigerians that cannot afford 1 square meal a day, the ordinary Nigerians whose purchasing power has been greatly reduced by the president, the students in our tertiary institutions who have seen their tuition fee increased by ×4, the civil servants whose minimum wage has been increased by the president but could not afford anything because of inflation. These are the people that will determine the fate of the president. These are the people that will determine if Bola Tinubu will continue beyond 2027. And the feelings, the pulse, the reality on ground is that they have rejected the president. They rejected him in 2023. So they will equally reject him again in 2027. That is the reason why you are seeing all this anger all over the country, and the president is feeling it. He knows that within himself he has not done well. He knows that within himself the people has rejected him. That is the reason why he said it in Benue State. That is the reason why you see the president is hesitant about visiting the people. Even when he visited Benue State, he did not go to the place where the massacre took place, where the attack took place. The president only stopped in Maiduguri, the capital of Benue State. So the people you saw in the hospital were people that were brought from the village to Maiduguri just for the president to come and visit. So the president is in panic mode. Coupled with the coalition that is being talked about, President Bola Tinubu is good as gone, and his panic mode has pushed him to force all the defectors to defect on time. Can't you see that all the defection has died down? How many persons are still talking about the defections? We even heard that the former VP to President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, Namadi Sambu, has defected to the APC, but he has come out to deny it. What they are going to be doing now is to be lying about defection, because they have shown their card very early. I mean, we still have 2 years to the next election. 2 years to the next election, and the master strategist Bola Tinubu has already shown his card to the opposition. Tinubu has already played his card out, and there is nothing left for him to play again. All he is getting now is rejection. The hit on Bola Tinubu has increased drastically. If you watch Mr. Peter Obi, you will notice that his tone at which he addressed the president has changed. Mr. Peter Obi is going full brutal on the president now. I can tell you, the subsequent week is going to be more brutal on the president. A lot of exposure is going to be made about the president, and it will definitely expose his maladministration to Nigerians. Bola Tinubu is aware of what is coming to him. That is the reason why he is using the state apparatus, the state resources, to fight opposition political parties in Nigeria. He just wants to have it very easy in 2027, and I wonder why he is thinking in that direction. You were given an opportunity to make a mark. You were given an opportunity to create a legacy, but you fumbled it. All he did was to create a plutocracy government, a government for the rich. The rich in Nigeria represent just 1% of the Nigerian population. Bola Ahmed Tinubu focused on 1% of the population and neglected 99% of the population. The 99% of people that will determine his vote. The 99% of people that will determine his re-election beyond 2027. And now he wants to come through the back door. You cannot come through the back door in 2023 and still come through the back door again in 2027. No, Nigerians are wiser. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.